Alright guys, so like there's 4 to 5 different things that you want to check on to make sure that your motor can start. It doesn't matter what kind of car it is. Some of the things are kind of different places, but all engines are the same as far as checking the air coming in, of course going out. That's 2 things. You got your fuel, you got your spark, you got your timing. And there's could be one more thing. I always kind of don't remember them all 5 at the top of my head, but the most important ones I like to check first is like the timing and the fuel. Since I'm working on a Ford, here it is. Since I'm working on a Ford 1999 Mustang, I like to go with the fuel first because the fuel test spots are easy to get to. I already got my fuel gauge hooked up to it. I don't even know what the fuel pressure is yet, but I do know it is getting some type of gas because I don't know yet, but the first thing I checked was the inertia switch on one of my previous videos, and you know that I diagnosed the whole car and simply was the inertia switch. So I just want to get that one out the way first. Inertia switch is like an impact switch. It pops out whenever the car gets an impact, so the fuel doesn't keep on running during an emergency. And you can see that it will be out, but it's already pressed in. I'm not sure if it has power yet, but I do know that it's not tripped. So that's an easy check to make sure the fuel circuit is somewhat completed. The fuel pump is back here. I'm not sure if there's a door right there or the tank, but it's I'm out here in Fort Worth, Texas. It's probably like 100 degrees out here today, so I'm going back and forth inside my house looking up procedures. And right now I'm going to go ahead and check the fuel pressure whenever I turn the key on. Got it at 0. Let's see if I can see that dirt through the car windshield. It's hot, so I gotta be quick. It's a stick shift too, so I'm kind of nervous. Make sure I don't mess up nothing. I'll just turn the key on. So far, nothing. Make sure it's neutral. Try to crank it. Nothing. Like it didn't even jump. So that tells me that regardless, it's a fuel pump inertia switch. It's not tripped, but it's still telling me that there's no fuel getting to the motor so far. Like I said, ooh, it's hot. Let me turn this camera around. Like I said, on these Ford Mustangs, it's easy for me to check the fuel first before I even get to the timing, which the timing is not even hard either. If I want to check the timing, I'll put an amp clamp onto each timing. I'll put an amp clamp over there and see if I get any pulse on my voltmeter or my scope or whatever I want to use. I didn't even pull out my scan tool yet. First, like I said, the easiest thing for me to check is the fuel. It's more quicker for me to check the fuel real fast and pull out my scan tool and dial in all the car specs and see if it's getting any codes, or see looking at the live data, see if I can diagnose it through the live data. It's quicker for me just to put a fuel gauge on there. The way this customer said, just no start. Shoot, first thing, make sure you got gas. So I know it ain't getting full pressure, so one thing I can do is I can squirt some fuel in the throttle and listen to it crank over. Now I'll confirm that another reason that it's not getting gas, which I already know it's not getting gas because, not getting no fuel. It's at 0. So what I want to do is I want to squirt a little bit of gas in the intake and crank it over then. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I hope that picked that up on the camera. That tells me that it's not getting fuel to the engine. You see that it cranked up. It sounded pretty good once that it absorbed that little bit of fuel in there. That still don't tell me that what part of the fuel system that failed. So now my next thing I'm going to do is pinpoint which component of the fuel system is failed. I'm not going to check the timing system. I'm not going to check compression. I'm not going to check exhaust restriction. I'm not going to check breathing inlet restriction, because I know that it runs good once it has some type of flammable going to the engine. So now I'm going to see what part of the engine component failed. It could be the relay, a fuse, the module, the driver, fuel injectors, a leak or something, a heavy leak, also some wires or something. You know, I think I named the fuel pump already, but a filter clog. I don't think it's even a clogged filter. It had to be a really clogged filter, a pinch line or something. But yeah, that's something in that fuel system. Most people, I know, you just want to go straight change the fuel pump or change the fuel relay, but you know, me personally, building a business from the ground, I don't want to spend nobody's money if I don't have to. You know, if I can fix it without spending the money, that's great. But the less money I spend out of their pocket, I feel like we're both winning, because then I can ask for a pretty good portion of labor if I can save them good money on a quality fix. But I'm gonna go ahead and diagnose and come back. Well, first thing I'm gonna start with is checking. I'm gonna get my voltmeter out or some type of electric tester. I'm not sure which one I want to use yet. Probably just bring my whole electric bag out. I'm gonna test the fuse. I'm gonna see where the fuse is at. I'm going outside the house and cool off, see where the fuse is at. And I'm gonna see which wire to probe on the fuel pump, make sure it's getting power there. First one, I just kind of want to check the power at the pump first, because if I got power and ground at the pump first, that just eliminate the whole system, electrical system, let me know that everything is working. So I'm gonna start at the fuel pump. I'm gonna figure out which wires are the fuel pump. Alright guys, so I'm in the back of the trunk compartment, and here's the inertia switch again. I got my meter on the pink wire. That's wire that's going to the fuel pump module. The fuel pump module is probably somewhere located near the tank on the fuel pump. On this model, I'm not sure, but I don't have my jack at the moment, so I can't lift the car up and get underneath by the tank. So I'm just gonna do what I can for right now and check, make sure that there's 12 volts going to the fuel pump module, which is underneath the car in the tank area, I believe. So yeah, let me go ahead and mount this camera so you guys can see, because I don't even have, I gotta go in there and turn the key on, and I gotta see through the camera to see if the power is coming on, if I'm not quick enough to run back here to see. But yeah, just like I said, I'm back on the back side of that wire. Got liquid tape so I can cover up any holes that I put in the wire, so weather won't destroy the wire. But let me mount it right quick.
Always try to give.
I don't know if that was properly grounded, or I don't know if my connection was bad on my voltmeter. But I'm gonna go on the camera and check to see if it glitched on for a quick second or not. But if it didn't come on, that means I probably got something else going on besides the fuel pump issue. But be right back. Earlier I didn't have my meter hooked up to ground properly. That's why I wasn't getting any power earlier. So I brought this out. I got it's hooked straight up to the battery. So I just know I'm getting power to my module. This is how I know. Like right now it doesn't have, hold up, it's not making no noise. But anyways, right now it's let me see. Yeah. Now it's hooked up to the power. So that tells me that I'm getting power all the way from the fuse, all the way through the relay, and back to the inertia switch, coming out the inertia switch, and should be going to the module and to the fuel pump from me to the module, and from the module to the fuel pump. Like I said, I don't have my floor jack, so I'm going to have to wait till I get my floor jacks to get underneath it and check the wires going down there. Alright guys, I'm starting to test the module back here. I'm on the second wire. Let me see if I can zoom in. Zoom. Where's my zoom button? Oh yeah, there ain't no zoom in on this one. Anyways, I'm on the second wire, and it looks like it's hot because it's going through the fuel pump. It got power at all times. This module is supposed to send the ground to the fuel pump, and right now it's sending a positive. So now I got to see about, this light should go off and it should ground out whenever I turn the key on, and it's not, I don't think it's doing it that much, so I'm gonna leave the camera on so I can see that happening. So I'm gonna leave the camera on so I can see it happening while I'm cranking, and here we go. Actually, I gotta move my camera because I don't want it to fall and hit the ground, so I'm gonna move it in a better spot. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I had my pin on the wrong connector. Now I got it on the right connector. We're getting hot. Right now it's going through the pump and coming back out. It should be having close to 12 volts. Whenever I turn the key on, it should ground out. The module should give it a ground, and whenever it gives it a ground, it has its power and it has its ground at the same time. So let's go ahead and do that. Clear that. bright. Can't see that with the glare. Alright, there we go. Whenever I hit the ignition, the module should sit in the ground and turn on the fuel pump. As you see, it grounded out right here. That's when I stopped cranking it and it slowly went up back to 12 volts. So it tells me that the module is doing its job and it's just a bad fuel pump. So I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna change the tank, pull the tank down, pull the pump out, and change the fuel pump. There's a good video with Chris Figgs. He shows you how to change the fuel pump on this video. I'm gonna link it on his channel. I'm gonna link it to my video, this video in the description. And I'm not gonna do the fuel pump change because he does it well, explaining how to change the fuel tank pump. But I'm gonna just show you how to check the fuel modules before you even change the tank. Make sure all your components are working good before you change that fuel tank pressure. And also, ScannerDanner has a good video on checking the fuel pump driver module. So I'm gonna come back after this is completed, and I'll be back. Alright guys, got the brand new fuel pump. Went on, got a fuel filter also. Should have seen the black stuff that came out of that fuel filter. Tell it's been sitting for a period of time. Me personally, I think the filter is what did it. Maybe if it was filter could have been changed sooner, maybe the pump would have lasted a little longer. But really, the pump is out completely, and I don't want to put a new pump with the old filter. So. And plus, this filter, this pump comes with a lifetime warranty when you replace it with the filter. So why not? Change the battery. Get another battery. I spilled gas all over my leg. Yeah. Alright guys, I got the tank bolted back up. Now I just gotta put the filter back on to the filter hoses. It goes right there. And I should be able to test it after that. I'm tired too, so I'm ready to go to bed. Alright guys, I'm about to turn it on. Hold on, fix my focus. Alright guys, I'm about to turn it on. I already got the fuel pump in. Drop the tank, put the fuel tank in. Still got the back wheels up just in case I gotta check my work for leaks. Try not to get the license plate, so I'm bad with that. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put the fuel gauge on like I did earlier. When it was a bad pump, I said it was at 0. I said we want to get above 30 to know that it's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the fuel gauge on right now. We're gonna see what's happening. My truck's pulling up right now. Nice. Recording. You want autofocus or manual? Put on auto. You know how that is.
Am I recording?
So really we want to see if we get us 30 pounds of pressure when I turn the keys on.
So do I need to record this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, go.
Here goes the honors, guys. My freaking body shaking, my heart shaking. Anything? Anything? It didn't move?
A little, but not to...
Still on 0?
A little bit above 0. It's going to 10.
Okay, so we're building pressure.
It's going to 20. Or, I'm sorry, it's still on 10. My bad.
Alright, there it goes. It's still going up? Let's see what this is. That's a wrap, guys. How much pounds we got? Oh, we're building up. We're gonna really cycle this gas out, do a gas treatment on this car. It's been sitting for a while, so we wanna, do a gas treatment. Really wanna run this thing all the way low to fill it up with some good gas, good known gas with some treatment. And maybe an oil change, because it sounds like the top of the motor needs to be lubricated. But right now, all the air is getting out the fuel systems. That's a wrap, guys. If this was helpful or if this was educational, I know this is not helpful for showing you step by step how to change a fuel pump, but I really want to show you guys how to check a fuel pump. There's a lot of channels out there that show you how to change them, but I want to be one of the few guys out there that show you how to check them. But give it a thumbs up or a like, whatever you want to do. Show some support, and thank you guys for watching.
I turned it off. Let's stop.